Good afternoon, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel, JPM.Cuisine. Today for you, we've got some new unboxing materials here. Got Binging with Babish, stainless steel, Clef Knife, and the Chef Knife. So this is how they come shipped. These are the boxes. You get to see the bald man, bald man himself on your boxes. Big time celebrity. I guess he's a chef now. As much as a chef as I am, I guess. I don't know. Let's get into this. Here we go. The Babishes. So we've got the 7.5-inch Clef Knife. It is a cleaver chef knife, aka bunka, which is basically like a santoku. They're both have the Babish engraved on them, the etching, if you will. And if you want to see the bald man himself, there you go. He's right on the heel of your knife. All right, let's look at we'll start with the standard chef knife. 8-inch classic, advertised as, it's a huge drop between, it's not very gradual. It hits a very sharp point on that heel. So, but we're advertising stainless steel. It's 1.4116, kind of the low end of high carbon. If you've read online and they're advertising it as high carbon steel, 14116 is sort of the low end of the high carbon steel. Definitely stainless type steel here with stainless full bolsters. Let's go ahead and check out the profile on the Clef. Very flat, not much of a rocker at all. Man, the grinds on them themselves, they look a little messy, at least from this angle. Let's see what you guys think. We'll zoom in on them for you, but they look a little messy. Again, they're not high dollar knives. They both come in at around $20. I think the Clef Knife, the more unique profile, is a little bit more pricey. It's what, $21.90, and then the Chef Knife, a little bit more traditional, is $17.80. So both around the $20 mark, if you will. The handles are a little bit of an alloy, I guess. They don't feel like steel. They might be. It might be the same material. I'm not entirely sure. All right, so these are manufactured in China. It's kind of a one-piece material, almost seamless between the handle and the bolster. Let's go ahead and check the balance on them. So they feel very handle heavy. The balance is right on the edge of the bolster and handle. Again, for the bunka, we're probably going to be a little bit closer towards the choil, but probably still the same on that bolster, just a little bit more in front. It is a little bit shorter knife, so makes sense. Let's do some cutting. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, this one is a little bit weird itself. All right. Ooh. Okay, so we're just gonna do a dice. Ooh, smooth. Ooh, not so smooth. All right, a little bit more force. Okay, it's in between. All right, do some dicing here. Feels good. No scallops or anything, no hollow grind. So you're not, things are going to stick to the edge. It's still relatively smooth that you can clear it off. Let's see. Cuts are not too bad. A lot more tip work. Handle itself, the choils are kind of sharp. The spine is polished, not necessarily the smoothest, but it's not bad. You've got a little bit of a sharp edge. They're not rounded spines by any means, but it's very handle heavy, and so it feels a lot more precise in terms of the cutting, a lot more nimble. Whenever the balance is directly, even between the handle and the blade itself, that's when it feels the most nimble. But you definitely feel the weight in the handle as you're working with this knife. All right, let's go ahead and get into the the Clef Knife. All right, just gonna do the same thing. Rough dice here. Ooh, tip's a little bit better, except right there. Right when I say the tip's a little bit better, then we get into a little bit more choppy ground here. Oh, it feels comfortable. Kind of feels like a truck. That feels like a sports car, whereas this feels more like a tractor. Not necessarily a bad thing. You know, they both have their purposes, but this one doesn't feel as refined as that one. But I mean, they do exactly the same thing essentially, right? So not too much of a concern. If you're looking at which one you want, I think it's going to come down to a preference. This one definitely feels a lot more nimble than this one, although they do appear to cut very well. Let's do some draw cuts, push cuts. Okay, not bad at all. Let's go back to this one. Do the same thing. Do some draw cuts. Okay, push cuts. So not bad for a $20 knife, actually. If you want something that's branded with somebody you know, these knives are going to fit that bill. I can't complain too much about them. In terms of price specifically, they're at a pretty good price point for what they are. So, you know, I don't know. You know, it's like any kind of celebrity branded thing, right? You know, it's not like it's the person themselves making it. They may have gone into help with the design, but they're not the ones out there manufacturing it. They may, you know, inspect or do some quality on a few of the prototypes that come out, or some of the few models that come out off the line, but I'm not expecting them to be completely involved in the process of manufacturing after it gets into you know, more of that larger scale manufacturing. So honestly, for me, my preference would be for the chef's knife over the cleft knife. They both feel very well in the hand, but I like the performance on the chef knife in terms of the feel versus the cleft knife. The cleft knife just definitely feels a little bit more blocky with that straight edge. So depends on what you like, but that's definitely my preference here. All right, so let's do some cutting here. Yeah, we got a lot of drag on the knife itself. No big deal. But it does its job, guys. Cuts. And that's, you know, out of the box, we've got a fairly decent, very sharp edge. You know, not too bad. So again, get a little bit of drag here. Nice. Just trying to see how it feels. It's nimble. Again, I'll put all the specs in the description, so you'll see about the spine thickness and the weight itself on these knives. Again, it might vary based on what you get, but they feel really good in the hand. They're, you know, it's more of a triangle style handle, so it's left or right-handed. You're going to get the same feel. A little bit of a shallower choil, but feels good. Very good in the hand. So I'm actually impressed by these knives. I didn't know what to expect. Again, like I said, I don't know how much input he has on the design, or if it's just putting his name and logo on it, but whatever. Not too bad for $20. If you're big into binging with Babish and you want to get a knife that's branded by him, this is not a bad knife. Good beginner knife, I would suggest. So again, there's a few others that are probably have a lot more features that you're looking for, but in terms of a beginner's knife, these are them. I wouldn't necessarily baby them. They're not something that's going to sit in the you know, as a trophy itself or as a display piece, but definitely if it gets you into cooking, I'm all for it. And so, not bad knives. All right, you guys. Well, thanks for watching this this review, this unboxing. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Those of you who have already subscribed, thank you guys. Appreciate you as part of my viewers. It's always nice to have you guys. So, well, with that, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.